Dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow! Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
What's up, you funky film lovers, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and today, well, we have a fantastic Blaxploitation action horror flick lined up. It is Paul Maslansky's 1974 cult classic hit. It is Sugar Hill, and this one is just fantastic. One of my absolutely favorite Blaxploitation flicks, and just a really great zombie film, and just cool combination of all kinds of different elements. So let's get right into this one and see what it has to offer. Here is Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill is an amazingly atmospheric and delightfully entertaining early 70s Blaxploitation horror flick that's a perfect combination of Foxy Brown and Night of the Living Dead. Gloriously satisfying and tremendously stylish, this voodoo-infused production is brilliant from beginning to end, with countless memorable moments and a bevy of brilliant characters to justify its interesting revenge-filled plot. Ludicrously inventive and exceptionally creepy, Sugar Hill is a masterclass of 70s greatness that absolutely satisfies on all levels, especially if you dig genre films of the 1970s. The film follows the sexy and super feisty Diana, aka Sugar Hill, after the murder of her fiancé by the hands of a ruthless mob run by gang kingpin Morgan. Vowing to get her revenge, she asks for the help of Mama Matrice, a voodoo priestess, who then summons the Lord of the Dead, Baron Samedi, to lead his army of the dead against all that have wronged her. One by one, Morgan's men begin to die in gruesome and mysterious ways, alarming the police and Diana's former lover, Detective Valentine. With Valentine closing in and Morgan on high alert, will Diana be able to exact her bloody revenge and finally find peace over the death of her long-lost love? In glorious fashion and charm for miles, Marky Bay takes on the iconic role of Diana, aka Sugar Hill, the foxy femme fatale who's as sexy as her scorn is deadly. Unparalleled in her beauty and powerful in the lead role, Bay is exquisite as the star of the production. She demands your attention as she runs a large gamut of emotions in this flick, from mournful to vindictive to classy cool. Like a beautiful viper, she has an outstanding screen presence, and you'll find yourself falling in love with her determined character and take-charge persona. Marky Bay is the absolute best aspect of this remarkable production, and her performance is without a doubt hypnotic and appealing to say the least. Along for the ride is an amazing assortment of character actors and actresses who aid in on making this enthralling horror production the cult classic that it is. From hardened henchmen, cruel gangsters, spectral ghosts, and everything in between, the film is jam-packed with enough personality and flavor that it's primed to burst. The heavy hitters and voodoo sinners of this fantastic flick are Robert Query as Morgan, the no-nonsense mob leader who'd rather eliminate his opposition altogether than to negotiate; Richard Lawson as Valentine, an inquisitive detective who's hot on the heels of Diana and her bodacious body; Zara Cully as Mama Matrice, a voodoo priestess and parental figure of Diana's who helps her on her road to revenge; Don Pedro Colley as Baron Samedi, a mischievous spirit and Lord of the Dead who rules over an army of zombies; Betty Ann Reese as Celeste, Morgan's sexpot side chick and unabashed racist; and finally Charles Robinson as Fabulous, hired henchman of Morgan's and a thorn in the side of Diana. Across the board, the cast does a fantastic job with the morbid revenge-fueled material, making the more fantastical elements of the picture feel more grounded and lived in, thanks to their uncompromising efforts. Sensationally atmospheric and undeniably brooding, Sugar Hill is a brilliant concoction of 70s style archetypes and sensibilities, culling inspiration from more straightforward blaxploitation flicks, and then injecting it with a supercharged dose of horrifying concepts laced with voodoo trappings. The production ends up being this outstanding amalgam of fascination and awe that truly becomes its own beast. From the bizarre yet effective special effects of the glazed-over zombified walking corpses, to the dreamlike and surreal way in which the entire picture is shot, the movie excels in transporting us into another reality of hellish sights that are both beautiful and artistic, while at the same time gritty and potently dangerous. There's really nothing quite like the tone and feel of this groovy zombie flick, and its execution is absolutely to die for. Combine that with the sexy performance of Marky Bay and the combined efforts of the rest of the cast, and you have a production that literally has everything working for it. If you love zombie films or you can't get enough of the inventive blaxploitation flicks of the 70s, then you're sure to fall in love with this morbid and obscure cinematic gem. In the end, Sugar Hill is a miraculous genre collaboration that hits all the right marks for creating a horror voodoo zombie masterpiece that has fast become one of my most favorite of all cult classic outings. And there you have it, freak shows. That is the fascinating and just insanely enjoyable blaxploitation horror zombie flick. That is Sugar Hill. Just really, really amazing. I've seen it before, but watched it recently, and really just totally fell in love with the film. Really love it, glad it's in the collection, and it is absolutely one of my favorite blaxploitation flicks, and one of my favorite voodoo kind of zombie films. But guys, that is it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below, because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you all at the next movie review. Take care.